Good morning! Are you going to take the CELTA course? If so, this video is for you because I'm going to talk about the pre-course task. My name is Tatiana Skripkina and you're watching my YouTube channel Teaching is Fun. So, let's talk about the pre-course task which I had. They may differ. So, my task consisted of 3 parts. The first part is language. Section A is grammar. You've got a sentence which is incorrect, and A, you should correct the sentence, B, name the correct tense, and C, say why this correct tense should be used in the example. So, for example, I read a book at the moment. This sentence is not correct, and you write A, the correct sentence, which is I'm reading a book at the moment, B, present continuous, and C, used for an action happening now. And I had 6 incorrect sentences. The next question is, how would you help a foreign student with the difference in meaning between these 2 examples? The first one is, he's been to Paris, and the second one is he's gone to Paris. His command of English is limited, and you should think how you could demonstrate using visuals, the whiteboard and or mime rather than explanation, and you write your answer. The next part is vocabulary, where you are to do the following tasks. For example, my task number 1 was a foreign student at elementary level asks you the difference between the following pairs of words. How would you help her? Remember, her command of English is limited. Number 1 is what's the difference between borrow and lend. The second one is skinny, slim. Next task. Say the following words aloud, try them in a sentence, then mark the syllable that takes the main stress. And there are about 10 words. The next is the second part, which is language in context. Look at the exchange below and the labels on the right. On the right, I've got inviting, accepting, and invitation. So, 2 people are talking. The first person says, would you like to come to the cinema tonight? The function is inviting. And the next person says, yes, I'd love to, which is accepting an invitation. The next task is all about functions. So there are dialogues, and your task is to write down functions. After that, they ask you to do the following task. This is clearly an informal conversation between 2 friends. Imagine a similar dialogue with the same number of lines and using the same functions between 2 people who do not know each other. Part 3, approaches to teaching and learning. A. You have a group of adult beginner students. You want to teach them would you like, as in would you like a cup of coffee? What would you do? B. Think of 2 different learning experiences in your life, but not languages. One of which was successful and one of which was not. List under the type of learning experience 3 factors that made the experience successful or unsuccessful, and here I have chosen the experience how I was learning how to drive a car. And the last task. I found it super challenging and it drove me crazy. So the task is, now think of your own experience as a learner of languages at school or elsewhere. What conclusions would you draw as regards what makes a good language lesson? Write a minimum of 150 words on a separate piece of paper in your own handwriting and forward a scanned copy with this application. I had to write it over and over again, and then I scanned it and sent to my center. So I did it. I didn't write it using a pen. Instead, I used a pencil because sometimes when I didn't like a letter or something else, I had my eraser and I simply erased it. So it was much easier for me to do this task, but I found and I still find this task super crazy. Let me remind you that in the description of this video you will find the details of this very task. If you like this video, please leave a comment and like it for me to know that I do something useful. Also, every Monday and Thursday at 9 AM Greenwich Mean Time +2 I upload new videos. Moreover, if you have any suggestions for the further videos, let me know in the comments.